Never before has buying a car been as frustrating as it is right now. The pandemic, we know, pummeled the car industry, and as a result, prices are through the roof, and that's if you can even find something that you would buy right now. So what do you do? Wise advice now from those who know the inside of this industry.
It's tough. There's not much to choose from. There's no deals out there right now.
Mark Scheff's search for a new car looks like many others nowadays. Mostly empty dealer lots and no deals.
So the law of supply and demand, and the demand is a lot higher than the supply, so they can pretty much get what they want for them. Yeah, it's a great time if you want to sell a car.
I was in the car business for 43 years, and I've never seen anything like this.
Ray Shefska, an automotive expert, runs a YouTube channel called Your Auto Advocate with his son. Their first piece of advice, if you're talking about buying, you need to talk to your bank.
First, establish a relationship with a local bank or credit union so that you don't have to depend on the dealer to get you financing, because that's another way that dealers make money.
James Callahan at Callahan Motors says in this market, even the dealers are feeling the pinch. The car lots are empty, customers are unhappy. He's been paying top dollar to wholesalers to get his vehicles to sell. In turn, those higher prices get passed on to buyers. His best advice?
I tell them if they can wait, to go ahead and wait. I mean, right now, it would be more of a need instead of a want.
And car experts point to a shortage in chips as the reason for most of this. An average car requires 50 to 150 computer chips, depending on how loaded the vehicle is. When the pandemic shut down the car manufacturing process, semiconductor companies stopped production of chips. When the car sales bounced back faster than expected, automakers ramped up manufacturing, but they are short on chips still. That has left dealerships like Five Star Ford and Richardson with fewer cars on their lot. So much so that the trucks have twice as much space as normal.
In the light of not having new cars on the lot, used cars are at a very high demand.
Brian Huth, GM at Five Star Ford, compares the current car shortage to the housing market.
The customer who's selling is a happy customer because he's getting more for more value than what he thought. The customer's trying to buy is probably going to pay a few more dollars than what he expected to pay.
According to car website Jalopnik, if you're desperately searching for any kind of deal right now, a sedan is probably going to be your best bet. Stay away at the moment from crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. They are the most in demand, and the inflated prices may leave you laying out a lot bigger down payment. The second piece of advice from Ray and Zach: consider leasing.
By leasing it in 3 years, you're not in a negative equity position.
3 years from now, the market should be somewhat normalized. Your obligation is over. You can start fresh.
And finally, make the most of your trade-in. But if you are determined to buy right now and the used market is where you're headed, the single most important piece of advice from those on the inside:
if you're buying a used vehicle, especially one with 100,000 miles, get a pre-purchase inspection. It's common. If the dealership or the lot that you're working with or even the private party seller won't let you get a pre-purchase inspection, it's a great sign to walk away.
Experts say don't rush into buying a car right away and right now. And now more than ever, it is a good time to take a look also at a Carfax vehicle history report to make sure that you're not buying a damaged car. A severe accident in the history of a vehicle lowers the value on average by about $1,200. In the meantime, Sheff says he's going to wait to buy his car. He and his wife have to alter their plans slightly.
We actually decided to pivot. Instead of me getting a car, we decided that my wife would get a car and I would just drive her car for the next couple of years.
He hopes to resume the search for a desired car when the price is right. If you're a person who just really does need to buy right now, according to automotive website Jalopnik, your best bet, probably at the moment, on any type of deal is a sedan. Stay away, they say, from crossovers, from SUVs, and definitely stay away from trucks. They happen to be most in demand across this country right now, commanding the highest prices. I'm Doug Dunbar for CBSN DFW.